What's up, buddy? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. And I got a question for you. Were you able to get any of these Lord of the Rings Magic cards? Did you get in before the prices went totally nuts? Were you searching for the One Ring? I remember when the set first came out, everybody was saying, "Well, after the One Ring is found, and after Post Malone pays a stupid 2.6 million for it, which, by the way, they graded it, didn't even get graded at 10. It got a 9. Can you imagine? The most important card, the most expensive card Wizards has ever printed, and they can't find a way to print it without it, having a little flaw. I'm sure one of the edges was fucked up or something. And people said, well, surely after that card's found, everybody stops cracking boxes, the prices will come down. And they were right in some ways, but obviously all the fancy editions and then the holiday special edition prices went to the roof. But I want to say, if you're a guy like me, you're into magic. They call it magic finance. I know that's a silly term, but I mean, these game pieces are worth money. You got to be on top of it. They've now announced Magic the Hobbit, which is coming out August of next year. We got a little bit of time. But that doesn't mean it's not a bad time to start planning ahead for, okay, the Hobbit's coming. What is the Hobbit going to do? It's going to have more Lord of the Rings cards. Is Wizards stupid? Yes, they are stupid, but they're not so stupid as to leave money on the table, which means that when the Hobbit set comes out, you're going to see some reprints. It should be stupidly obvious to you now that all of the top cards from Lord of the Rings will see some sort of re-release in the Hobbit. Now, I don't think it'll be in the base set. You're not going to have the One Ring in the base set. You're not going to have other marquee cards in the base set, but you will have some sort of special guest slot, some sort of reprint slot, eternal legal, whatever they want to call it. And you're going to see more One Rings, okay? You're going to see a lot of cards get reprinted, and that's what I want to talk about today is, are you prepared for the Hobbit? Are you prepared for, if you have a big stack of Lord of the Rings cards, you're going to be losing 10, 20, 30, 50% of your value on your collection. So, if you're a smart boy, if you want to be a happy boy, right now you can go online, you can sell a couple of your cards that you know are going to be reprinted. And when the Hobbit comes out, if you want, you can rebuy the same cards, you can get the new versions. Let's talk about what you should do before the Hobbit shows up. Now, here on TCG Player, I've just brought up I'm trying to look up the top cards to see what is most obviously going to get reprinted. Now, the most important thing to remember is anything with like a special fancy version is probably still going to hold value. Okay, so like an extended art One Ring foil, it might dip a couple bucks, but not so much that I'm going to tell you. If you have some special fancy version of the One Ring, I would just hold on to it. It's not going to get reprinted in that form. We're talking mostly about the base set versions of the cards, which we're going to look at. And obviously all this stuff, serialized, whatever else, hold on to that. You don't got to get rid of that. Actually, now we got to scroll past 1 million serialized cards before we can see any of the actual normal prices for cards. Okay, but here's a good example of a card. Galadriel's Dismissal. Okay, it's a excellent Teferi's Protection type effect. Okay, phasing out all your creatures. This is something that is rife for a reprint as a special guest. It's not, I'm not going to put the odds at 100%, but if I'm Wizards and I'm looking for what to reprint, I'd go, how about Galadriel's Dismissal? Right now, and this is just the one from the Scene Box, I believe. No, this is the Surge foil. The Scene Box version obviously is much cheaper, but I'm sure that's a card where they go, we could reprint that. I think something like Cavern Horde Dragon, another really exciting card that people really like from Lord of the Rings. I think that's an excellent chance for an inclusion on a reprint slot. Now, I don't think they'll reprint a lot of the Commander cards. I think most of the reprints will come out of the base set. Although, who knows? We could see minus Morgul, some of that. Here's more of what I'm looking at, okay? In terms of getting reprints in the Hobbit set. Let's take a look. And I'm going to have to go through 1 million goddamn... I wish is there a way to filter not serialized cards? I want to see the regular cards. Tom Bombadil, obvious. Mount Doom, obvious. Okay, stuff like this. The One Ring. And here's this is what we're really talking about. If you have a base edition copy of the One Ring, just a regular mythic rare, it's not a fancy foil, it's not extended art, okay, take it and get a little store. Let's real quick, either sell it online Or what I like to do with some of these big singles, go over to Card Kingdom, okay, and let's see, sell us your cards. Here we go, Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth, and we're going to sort by the most expensive thing. So right now, you can take a regular One Ring, go over to Card Kingdom, and get $84 store credit. The exact same price that you would sell it for in cash. Now, granted, you got to spend it on Card Kingdom, but the exciting thing is you're not waiting for a buyer. You're not waiting on, you don't got to pay for shipping. You're not taking a 10% loss on TCG Player. You can just straight up get $85 store credit, go into the store, buy some packs, buy some singles you've been waiting on. Okay, here, I'm sitting on, I got 2 Orcish Bowmasters right here. Pulled them out of packs. I've been sitting on them. I haven't put them in any decks. It seems obvious to me that Orcish Bowmasters will see some sort of reprint, some new special version. Okay? And it doesn't mean that it's not going to hold some value, but it does mean I would expect this card, if it's selling for, $28, $30, might come down to 20, might come down to 15. As we see, Mithril Coat, another one. I think this could get reprinted in a base set. It's just a normal, cool equipment. That's another one. I think I'm looking to sell my Mithril Coats. If you have any regular Delighted Halflings. Now, new Delighted Halfling. This is an excellent mono ramper. So I got the extended full art foils, which again, I think stuff like that will hold value. But I'm going to take a look. I don't think I have any, but if I have any regular edition Delighted Halflings, I think that's another obvious reprint for the Hobbit, either in the main set or in some sort of bonus slot. The one we really got to talk about, though, and this is part of why I wanted to make this video, is this is the card I need you. If you are holding Nazgûls, if you're not using them in a deck, if they're just a regular version, they're not a foil, it's just a base uncommon out of Lord of the Rings, you, as a wise and smart person, should sell your frickin' Nazgûls. Okay? Right now you can get, let's see what TCG Player, a Nazgûl, just a regular Nazgûl uncommon is going for. A regular Nazgûl uncommon. Now the showcase scrolls, maybe you want to hold on to those. Again, I think the price will come down a little bit, but not so much as to where if you would rather have them, I wouldn't, get rid of them now. A regular Nazgûl on the open market, $10, $11, $10, $11. The second The Hobbit comes out, I would believe I could see Nazgûl making a reappearance in the base set. If it's into the base set, the price of these is going to zero. Because not only will there now be a whole new influx of them, but now everybody knows that it's the hot card to get. So everybody's going to be collecting them. Everyone's going to be crack packs, look for the Nazgûl. I could see them going to $3, $4. They'll still be valuable, but there'll be more variants out there. There'll be more sets of them to collect. Something like Nazgûl, if you're sitting on a stack of regular Nazgûls, again, not foils, not surge foils, not showcase, but just regular base uncommon Nazgûls, take them, sell them, flip them, get the store credit. And I'm not telling you, hey, I'm not saying this like, oh, it's worth money, you got to get rid of it. No. Can you part with it for 6 months, 8 months? Can you go, those Nazgûls? Well, once The Hobbit comes out, I'll just rebuy the ones I want at half price. Okay? It's like if you have a stock, is going to get cut in half. You sell the stock now, and then in 6 months, you buy it back. Okay? Now, there's a lot of other little guys. We could argue about whether or not they'll see reprints. I would say stuff like legendary creatures are ripe for reprints in a bonus slot. So Arwen, Mortal Queen, we'll probably see Aragorn again, we'll probably see Sauron again, we'll probably see Gandalf. They will give them some sort of full art, fancy version in some sort of special bonus slot. That's my prediction. That being said, the prices on these are not so high. I mean, if you got an Arwen Mortal Queen, if you want $5, you want to bet on the chance that there might be a reprint, okay. It's not as big a deal. But something like the One Ring, where it's an $80 card that might go down to $50, $40, or a Nazgûl, where they're just uncommons. Right now, they're $12. I'm like, now's the time to strike before they go to $6, $5, $4. So, guys, go through your Lord of the Rings, see what you got. Again, I would hold on to any fancy printings. If I had some sort of extended art Orcish Bowmaster with the crazy foil, I would probably not be looking to sell it. But these two, I'm either going to sell them on my Whatnot store, or I'm gonna, sell them to Card Kingdom. Just because I know there's gonna be a new version. Oh, Wizards is not stupid. They know that part of the reason people chase Lord of the Rings is I got to get an Orcish Bowmaster. So they got a new Lord of the Rings set coming out. Of course they're gonna put Orcish Bowmaster and One Ring in there. And if they don't, I'm gonna look like an idiot. But I cannot imagine them putting out a Hobbit set that doesn't have the One Ring in some sort of special stupid foil form. It's just destined to happen, guys. Let me know in the comments, what are you doing with your Lord of the Rings cards? Are you holding them? Are you flipping them? Are you selling them? And please, guys, every day I'm over on Whatnot. We're streaming. We're selling cards, selling packs. We've been getting some big hits lately. We opened some Japanese Commander Masters. I got a guy. You got a Cyclonic Rift and an Avacyn out of one set pack. Commander Masters is nuts. Anyway, come on by and use the code whatnot.com/invite/veto. You get $15 just for signing up. I mean, get the code, sign up for Whatnot, come buy 2 packs. I'll give you 2 free packs. You got $15 of free credit to spend. It's a no-brainer. All right, take care of yourself, sell your One Rings, and ditch those Nazgûls. Bye-bye.